Okay, so today you're going to be working on completing the mini speed lab. Most of you should have already completed your data table. So the information that you're going to be using are these three numbers to complete the average time. So if you notice, if you add them and divide by 3, you're going to get this number in seconds. And you do that for every object. You add them, divide by 3, you should get this number. Add these 3, divide by 3, you should get this number. Next, you're going to be looking at using this number and dividing 5 by this number because you're going to complete the velocity column. So for example, 5 divided by 3.25 is 1.54 meters per second. You're going to do that for each object. And you should have numbers that look like this. Now, next, you're going to go over to your kinetic energy calculation. And what is that? That's a calculator. First, you're going to make sure that you switch over to grams because your object was not that heavy. And the two numbers that you're going to use are mass and velocity. Click back to your page and you should see mass 45.9. Copy that. Click over to your calculator, paste it. And now you're going to get your velocity, 1.54. Click over to your calculator, paste it, and calculate. This number is the amount of energy in your moving object. So what you can do there is copy it, click back to your data table, and paste it, and you're done there. All you have to do now is do the same for each object. Okay, now you're going to use the information from the data table and you're going to graph it on this graph. So you're going to take each of the speeds and then you're going to graph it on this table in different color lines. For example, the first speed, which was 1.54, was calculated right about here on this line on the other side of 150. All right. Now what you're going to have to do in order to access this table is you're going to have to edit. When you click edit, first of all, I'm going to delete these lines so that I can start over. So I'm going to delete each line. And I'm going to look for 154, so which is right there. On the other side of 150, 1.54 would be close to 150. I go over and I click on the line, line it up, and connect it to 0. And what I would like for you to do is to change the color of the line. All right. And I chose, let's see, red. There you go. And made it a little bit thicker so that you could see it. You save and close it. And now you can go ahead and graph the next time here. So we have 1.81. Make sure you click edit. It's going to be in between 175 and 2, right around there. And remember, we're all going up to 5 meters because that was the length of the distance of the track. So once you press edit, choose your line between 175 and 2, connect it to 0, add the color, make it a little wider, and there you have it. That's your second line. Save and close, and graph your third line. So we have 1.41. Click edit, and that's going to be between 1 and 125. Actually 1.25. So in the middle of this this little box here. Go ahead and edit. Choose your line from the 5 meter mark. We scroll up, and it should be right in between there in that box. Now these times are going to be similar, but not exactly the same as yours. Be sure to choose a different color. And you save and close. Okay, there you have it. You have 3 lines. Now what's next is you're going to compare these distances, actually these speeds, compare the objects. So you're going to answer this question: how did the fastest object compare? How did the fastest line, which is this one here, right? Next, you're going to answer the second question. Sorry, I'm just comparing the different lines. Second question is, what relationship did you observe between mass, speed, and kinetic energy? Next, you're going to compare the average speed of the ball in each trial. Does the speed match each object you tested? Explain why or why not. And also, was your hypothesis correct? In the beginning, you answered a hypothesis. All right, and then lastly, you're going to reflect on this lab. Okay, and that should be it. And once you're done with those questions, you should be able to submit. Any questions, you can ask me afterwards when we meet again, but most of you should be able to complete this. Thank you.